диви папазасянски краставици, къде ходите, бе? Тоест аз. Long time no see. Малко се разболех и реших да почивам. По-скоро да, трових се на работа с малко химикалчета и съм кашлял и съм кихал. И съм си играл Clair Obscure, защото никой не иска да гледа май тази игричка, която е уникална игра. Аз просто съм се размазал. Разкъсал съм се. Нема такава игра. Уникална. Има нови схеми. Днеска ще ги поиграем малко Kingdom, защото страшно много игри. Аз съм превъртел и не знам кое по-напред да играм. И сега се очаква още една хмара игри да идват. Да излизат. И ми е лошо. Направо ми е лошо. Въобще няма да говорим 6 часа, давай да играем тук. Отиваме в кръчмата. Кръчмата беше много зле. И затова ще идеме на домашно къркане. Аз почти си изкърках моето. Заебаца. Oh boy. Чурна 2 чашки. Бързи. Докато си гласиха да ги към мен. Уркел, не знам как да кажа. Но чешка бира. Играме чешка игра на половин. Така че. Айде да къркнем. Добре, малко се стопли аз докато си. О, не! Чакай, бе! Не дай бе да бързаш така. Опа! Сви краката. Паднаха краката. Чакай, бе, аз се взел джойстика, бе. Полегна като... Чакай малко, бе! Тук се не видим грами, ай това тъмница. Съм сложил някакъв лът на тази камера. Но не сте ви нищо. О, мале. Много добре. Така, имаме си джойстикчето. Че по-лесно се коля с него. Поне на мене, не. Некой може да му е по-трудно. Не, е по-лесно. Чай си малко. Много добре. Хоп! Аз ще щупим меча, ти искаш ли да видиш? Право в картунията. Аз минем, че това го видяхме минали път.
You're gonna beg for mercy.
Ама да си спомним.
After this,
We can make a deal. We have some of your people. We can exchange them.
our people. What the hell are you talking about?
We caught some of them yesterday, trying to get to Liechtenstein, just like you.
Тоест мислиш,
No,
че
I'm
ние
after
искаме да му
Liechtenstein because I
нападнем.
need to talk to him. Not his enemy. But if you know where he is, you better take me to him. Right now.
I have my orders.
Right now!
I'm not supposed to let anyone near him. Especially not someone who just beat my 2 best men. I'm not a fool.
Right. I'll go unarmed. If that'll convince you.
О, малък аз съм.
I'll trust you. But in return, you have to trust me.
Добре.
You can't see where we're going.
Ще се пробваме.
All right. But no tricks.
Those are the rules.
Wait, who is that somewhere?
We will soon find out. Let us in.
Who is that somewhere?
Wenches or the neighbour's daughter, any dirt you can dig up. Off you go! Oh, who have you brought now, Sam?
I'm not entirely sure, but he says he knows you and absolutely insisted he had to talk to you.
Ah,
Of course. Henry. Lord Capon of Perkstein's page. We met on my visit to Rattay.
Същия.
He's all right.
Lord Capon's escort and bodyguard.
Quite. Quite. But tell me, what
Ah,
brings
yeah.
you here?
Вади виното.
That's quite a long story, sir.
I've got plenty of time, and actually I enjoy long stories. You know why? Because they demand a lot of wine.
Аз съм на биричка.
Take a seat and tell me everything.
Става. Майко, има да разказва то сега 3 дни и 3 нощи. С Камили.
If I'm not mistaken,
Да, кодетко. Да,
Jobst
кодетко.
sent you to von Berkhoff with a message. How did that go?
Oh. 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 Disastrously.
Not well. As we were approaching Trotsky, we were attacked by bandits. They killed all our men.
What?
We only got away by a hair's breadth. And we lost everything, including the message. We ended up in rags, like beggars.
Pardon me.
They wouldn't let us into the castle. After that, we tried to get by as best we could.
Good God. I need a drink now. Did you manage to deliver the message in the end?
Nah. We did it in the end. Elaborate. No?
Yes, but it was touch and go.
I like exciting stories.
Well, you'll love this one then. Apart from being ambushed and almost killed, Capon ended up on the gallows for poaching.
A nobleman on the gallows for poaching?
Yep.
Well, he looked more like a tramp than a nobleman at the time. He really did have a noose round his neck, though. But it all worked out in the end.
Good gracious. But tell me, who ambushed you?
Well, that's interesting as well. Istvan Toth and some others.
What? That sneaky rat from Talmberg? He's still alive?
Not anymore.
You? Well done. Let's drink to that.
Death to the enemy.
What happened next?
He also attacked von Berghoff. Не трябваше да дам elaborate. Oh.
We wanted to help von Berghoff catch the bandits who ambushed us. We found out they'd taken over Nabokov Fortress, but the fellow who commanded them fucked us right up, along with von Berghoff's entire force. He lured us into a trap. A terrible massacre. Me and Capon were the only survivors.
It sounds like your guardian angel never gets a moment's rest.
There was some luck in it. But it was more that Zizka knew he could get a ransom for Capon.
Wait, Zizka? He's the one who almost killed you.
И аз него.
You know him?
Of course I do. Zizka is in the service of Prokop of Luxembourg, King Wenceslas's cousin.
Aye, we found that out as well.
And what the hell was Istvan Toth doing with him?
It turned out he was spying for von Berghoff. But he didn't do a great job, fortunately. Otherwise, I wouldn't be here.
I am starting to get confused.
That makes two of us. Maybe we'll understand better if we get drunk.
О, да.
You're not holding back, I see. Your health, then.
Удри.
After Zizka took us prisoner, it finally became clear we were on the same side. And Istvan had to flee.
So when did you kill that bastard?
Not till some time later. Just when we thought we were out of the woods and Istvan was gone, he appeared outside the walls of Nabokov again, with von Berghoff and Markvart von Aulitz. Von Aulitz was on his way to Kuttenberg with reinforcements for Sigismund. And with the finger of God.
With the what?
A bombard.
Good lord!
Have you ever seen one? I hadn't, until they used it against us.
I've heard about the bombard. An infernal weapon. Then what?
It happened fast.
Well, things happened quickly. They took us captive, tortured us, and we escaped. On the way, I threw in...
Абе, машини не знам за вас, ама мен ми е много интересно. Той е бати лудия, какво разправя. Той е бати лудница.
Ran out of a window in von Berghoff's castle. And now
Който
we're
не знае
here,
историята,
me
да
and
му види
Zizka,
какво се случва.
and Catherine, who literally saved our necks from the executioner's axe.
Dull moment with you, I see. To happy endings, then.
To happy endings.
And where is Lord Capon? Or should I call him the Prince of Poachers?
Бая му спести, да.
Well,
Не,
the most fitting thing to call him would be hostage,
или аз просто.
because that's what he is now.
A hostage?
That's right. Von Berghoff took him with him. And that's why I'm here, in fact.
Your original plan went badly awry, I must say.
Много бедли. Много зле стана всичко. Право ни разцепиха.
Well, it could have been worse.
That's the way of the world. For my part, I'm forced into hiding, as you've probably noticed. They're after me as if I owed taxes. If only I knew what Jobst would say.
I know exactly what he'd say as that happens.
You do?
I spoke to Jobs just after we arrived at Suchdal. He expressly forbade me to look for you, or try to rescue Capon.
That damned... Did he say why?
Aye. He said you can look after yourself. And as a nobleman, Capon has nothing to fear in captivity.
Jobst.
If we cause trouble for Sigismund, it could threaten his plans, he said. That's cowardice, if you ask me.
It's true I can take care of myself, but the old schemer could at least have warned me, whatever his plans might be.
Zizka sees Jobst as a pain in the arse, too. I mean, he's not fond of him. And he doesn't approve of his plan.
Then I expect he and I will see eye to eye. Although I prefer a different strategy to braining all and sundry with a mace. Even so, what brings you to me? You didn't take this risk just to tell me what Jobst is like, or that I should carry on with what I'm doing.
No. My first concern is to rescue Lord Capon, whatever schemes Jobst is dreaming up.
And then...
And also, it's about your safety.
My safety?
You know, they tortured us. Zizka, Godwin and me. They asked about Jobst's plans and about you. I'd have held out, but Godwin... He told them where you were.
Where I am? In this city, you mean? That's not such a terrible betrayal. Gutenberg is a big city. It's like looking for a needle in a haystack.
Not that they have not tried. They almost caught you a couple of times. If it were not for my people.
That's true, of course. But I'm not going to bear a grudge. The executioner always gets what he wants. And if he hadn't, we wouldn't be talking right now.
Yep. Yep.
I apologize.
No need. It's not your fault. Nevertheless, let's turn the page. Capon. How do you plan to free him?
That's exactly why I came to see you.
Oh. How's that?
Епа, ти ще измислиш нещо да го е. Аз така я знам. Because you might know.
Because you move in certain circles.
And...
You conspire. You hear all the rumors.
So?
So you might know where they're holding him.
Sigismund confiscated the property of some burghers and noblemen in the city when they opposed him, and he divided the property up between his loyal followers. He seized Malashov Fortress from the Rutards, for instance. And didn't you say, Sam, that he gifted it to von Berkhoff?
Yes, that is so.
That was before von Berkhoff was in these parts. But if he's here now, where else would he be but in Malashov? And if von Berkhoff is there...
That's where his captive will be.
Correct. Capon is at Malashov Fortress.
Добре. Доста добре.
Well, that's fucked then. How the hell 3 of us conquer a fortress, and 1 of us a woman?
That's a conquest I'd like to see. It would go down in history.
The history of suicidal madness.
But I wouldn't underestimate this Catherine. If she managed to save you all from the executioner, I'd like to meet her. You can't just launch an assault on Malashov. It's a strong fortress. We'll need a cunning plan.
Or long ladders and lots of men. That could be arranged, maybe.
Careful! Jobst ordered us not to stir up trouble. And this would be serious trouble. But if Capon simply vanished...
Vanished how, exactly?
I don't know yet. But like I said, Malashov belonged to the Rutards. And I'm sure they're not keen on the new tenant. I think if you pay a visit to Sir Kunslin Rutard and convince him you have common interests, he'll be happy to think up a solution with you.
Like what?
Who knows? Perhaps Lord Rutard knows of a back door into his old home, and he might not be averse to an arrangement with someone who will help him take revenge.
Someone like you.
Well, I wouldn't get my hopes up. But it's the best we've got, and there's no harm in trying. Where can I find this Kunslin?
Sigismund seized his fortress, but, surprisingly, he let him keep his palace in the city. It's right next to the Italian court.
All right, I'll give it a go.
Once you have some news, you know where to find me. Is there anything you want to know before you go?
Actually, I don't know where to find you, защото ми служиха чувал на главата.
Come to think of it, I've no idea where we actually are.
Of course. I'd forgotten how you got here.
We're in the Jewish quarter, in the basement of the King Solomon Tavern, below my tavern. Goyim do not just wander in here, but I will tell my people you are with us.
Thanks a whole lot. All right, I'll set off now.
Good luck. It was good to see you again, Henry. And be careful. There's bound to be spies swarming around the palace. This city isn't safe.
Tell me about it. Danger is my daily bread these days.
Добре. Поговорихме си, попихме винце. Време е да трепеме. Ама много да трепеме. Добре. Не знам дали си само... Предполагам, защото се отвори врата преди идване. О, не знам къде съм намирал. Ти баш ли се? Какво правиш тук, бе? Как се телепортира до тук, бе, луд?
Do I want to send Mutt home?
No.
Do I want to send Mutt home?
No, бе! Аз давам трак.
Track!
Трак. Какво ще трак? Газо. А некой му газото. Значи, добре, ай слизам. Чупих си колена. Лошо ми. Не знам. Аз съм си щупил верно колената. Ама даже не изпъшка. Не има такъв здравеняк. Ще изпиеме едно мериголдче. Направо се разцепих. Мериголд. Уик мериголд. Трябва да си направим полшънчето. Аз стига. Защо се знаех тук? Ето тук съм минал. Целя. Как се беше в Аква?
My humble respects.
Ти ме нападнал да е. Сега ходи и пъшкай. Става сутрин, това е добре. Мислим, че става сутрин, да. Добре, чакай да видим къде се намираме, защото аз нямам никаква представа. Мап бе, искам мапа бе, пичове. Гледай го колко е странно. Добре. Огромен град, нема до никога. Така... Тейлърчето. Тук не може да си купя една качулка, бе, мама. Мама му стара. Добре. Остава играч.
Not your day, eh? How's it going? I expect that's not very comfortable on your back.
Fuck my back. I can hardly feel it anymore.
But recently, some joker passed by and put a dead fish in my breeches.
Така, да Devil Spectacle, Бохута. Това трябва да събирам уния пичове. Ще ги съберем, има време. Аржентум, Вия, Гото, от Хоспас, Арс, Димикатория. Какво това бе? I help Manhart and Arns defeat the Gutenbergers in the duels. Even though... това са уния ли бе? Джърманите. И като тейковърне, като превземе Sword Fighting думът за това, ще ми даде ли нещо по-специално? Или просто си им помагах така за без нищо? Different region, това е в другата карта. В Торски.
I have not changed my answer. I will not sell you the rights to my mines. Not today, not tomorrow, nor in 100 years. You will not get your hands on my silver.
You forget I have influential friends. If you won't sell the mines, you'll lose them. Just like Malishov. Along with your life, if you defy me.
Че ти откъсна главата, като на баронско пиле. Мале, е то много грозен, бе.
Mind your step. Two can play that game. Did you really think that I didn't know you were stealing the royal silver, eh? When your self-proclaimed king finds that out, your head will be on the chopping block.
Seize that traitor!
Кой ще си изваш, бе?
Not another step.
Как гледа?
You'll get yours too, turtle dove. What are you waiting for? Can't you see? They're threatening the Royal Mint Master!
Какво стана тука, бе? Влизам в боя. Влизам с 300. Чакай, бе! Ай. Чай, сложи ми каска. Айде. Опа! Какво стана, бе? Какво стана? Чакай, че много викам, извинявам се. Какво стана, бе, Атанасе?
You're not match for us, fucker! Ha! Good hit! It's a wonder you're...
Ела тука, бе.
Damn. They gave me a going over. Good thing you showed up, lad.
Нищо не направих, аз тъмън
You
почнах.
alright, sir?
Тъмън
Looks like you
почнах.
took some hits.
It's just a scratch.
Papa, my God, you're
Роса.
hurt.
О, ето я
I'm
Роса.
all right. What the hell was that, Rosa?
I saved your life. Didn't you notice?
We would have been in the right if you hadn't taken the shot. Now we have the blood of the king's men on our hands. Do you have any idea what this means?
Was I supposed to let one of Sigismund's lackeys insult us in our own home?
And you thought this was a better solution?
You know
Сто пъти
what?
по-добро.
Let's just leave it be. I don't want to argue in front of the young man here. Apologies for the mess, stranger. There aren't usually so many corpses strewn about our courtyard.
Apology accepted.
Should I get rid of them?
Absolutely not. We'll call the guards and tell them what happened. that Ulrich Vavak and his men attacked us for no reason.
You think that will make them let us off the hook?
Not for free. But knowing young Plymouth, the commander of the guard, I'm sure he won't refuse my coin. But back to you, lad. Who are you? And why have you graced us with your visit?
I'm Henry of Scales, squire to Lord Capon of Perkstein.
Pleased to meet you. Conslin Routard. And this feisty creature here is my daughter Rosa.
Like father, like daughter.
Why did your master send you to me, Henry?
He didn't, sir. Unfortunately, he's in enemy captivity.
We're sorry to hear that.
But I plan to rescue him. And I believe you can help me with that.
We can? How?
Lord Capon is held at Malashov.
Our Malashov? I don't envy him. I was planning on fixing the roof before they took it from us. It's full of leaks. I doubt its new master will lift a finger to do anything about it. Tell me, why would I meddle in matters that don't concern me?
Well, we all stand on the same side. Against Sigismund.
That is undoubtedly true. I don't like that ginger bastard either. Especially since his people started sticking their fingers in my coffers. But to get involved in something as dangerous as freeing a captured nobleman in a territory conquered by Sigismund?
We have to do something to help. I know it's dangerous.
Dangerous? It's madness. What if somebody finds out?
Nobody will know.
You haven't been in Kuttenberg for long, have you? The walls have ears here. I'd only end up with my head on the chopping block. And I don't even want to think about what they'd do to Rosa.
That's true. As long as Vavak's breathing down our necks, we have to be careful.
Who is he, anyway?
Ulrich Vavak von Neuhaus. The new mint master appointed by Sigismund himself. He's had it in for us ever since he took over the office. He's been pressuring me to hand over my mining rights. It seems he'd like to see me reduced to a beggar. And now we've killed his men. The king's men. I'll have to reach deep into my pocket to get out of that. Like Rosa said, lad, as long as Vavak is around, my hands are tied. I'm sorry.
Отивам да му откъсна главата.
Should I kill him?
Christ almighty!
I don't doubt you could pull it off, but it wouldn't help anything. Sigismund's people are like the Hydra. You chop off one head, and another grows back in its place. We'd just get another Vavak, if not worse. No, killing won't solve anything. We have to do something else to get to him. It's obvious Vavak is getting richer than his office warrants. There are rumors going around that he's stealing the king's silver. He even uses it to mint counterfeit groschen, using a fake die. If Sigismund were to find out, he'd have him executed at once, regardless of his noble blood.
Точно така, значи ще го изкъртиме през кръста. You want to blackmail Vavak. Why doesn't Sigismund know? But you need evidence. Точно така трябва му нещо да докаже.
But you need evidence to make such an accusation, right?
Exactly.
But how do we find it?
Some of the silver goes missing somewhere along the way to the mint. And we have to find out where.
Find out? But how? They don't let just anyone into the mines and smelting works.
You're right. Only authorized people are allowed in. Fortunately, we have an ally. My friend Peter of Pisek. They ousted him from the Mintmaster's office, but his brother Christian remained in the Italian court. He wanted to become the Mintmaster himself, but because of Vavak, he had to settle for the steward's office. He hates him even more than we do on account of it.
And that's saying something.
Christian and I were just talking about his suspicions. He'd welcome any dirt you can dig up on Vavak, just as much as I would. If you go to him and ask for help on my behalf, I'm sure he'll accommodate you.
I'll help you free Lord Capon in exchange for evidence of Vavak's fraud. That's fair, isn't it?
All right. It's a deal. I've already met Peter of Pisek, and I know he can be trusted. Let's hope the same goes for his brother.
Excellent. You'll find Christian and Horshan at the estate near the mines. Tell him the password, Via Argentum, the pot of silver. He'll know who he's dealing with. But be careful, both of you. This is our last chance to stop Vavak.
We'll be praying for you.
Rosa, чакай.
Take care of yourself, stranger.
Okay, take care.
I hope you'll come back to us soon.
Yeah, I will. Of course I will. With my beautiful doggy. Това ми беше джойстика, мамка му. Добре, няки. В истия музички водите, Ама другата беше май по-добра. Трябвало съм близко тук, вече. Така. Направо си е тук.
Is this your first time riding a horse? God be with you.
Мани ги тия песове.
Be quiet, and now clear off. Hey, stranger, what are you doing here?
Сега ще ти кажа.
You're a Christian of Pisek?
I am. What do you need?
Kunzlin Ruthard sent me about Via Argentum.
I see, but I'm afraid I don't have good news for Sir Kunzling. I haven't made much progress regarding the matter we discussed. I just don't have the time to investigate. I'm always needed somewhere, and there's always someone following me around.
Кофти.
Well, that's why I'm here. I'll help you with your investigation.
Excellent. You'd be pulling a thorn from my side. What's your name?
Henry.
All right. Listen up, Henry. Nobody can know I'm looking into it. It's a very dangerous game, but hopefully I don't need to tell you that.
Lord Ruthard mentioned something of the sort.
Excellent. Excellent. You don't happen to come from a family of miners or smelters, do you?
My father was a blacksmith.
It's a fine craft, but it won't teach you much about silver mining and processing. I'll be happy to tell you everything you need to know. Now, follow me, please. We need to talk somewhere in private.
Okay. Кога не сме ковали? Кога? Това са мините тук. Дето копат за сребро. In private.
Where should I start looking?
Straight to the point. I like that. We know for a fact the silver must be getting lost somewhere on its way to the mint. That means it would be best to discreetly inspect all operations and find out where the problem is. First of all, you should ask miners from every shift how many corves they mine in a day. After that, we'll compare the numbers to the mine record books and see.
But the yields aren't the same every day, right?
True. That's why we have to focus on one particular day. For example, the other day, on the Feast of St. Petronilla, Foreman Fett was beaming and bragging to me about how much it helped. I mean, mined out.
Feast of St. Petronilla.
So, I'm supposed to ask about the Feast of St. Petronilla?
It was just a few days ago. I reckon it'll be fresh in their memory. Nevertheless, the miners are a strange bunch. They might not be very forthcoming at first, and they have an odd way of speaking. Like calling each other Sonny, however old they are. Or... But you'll hear for yourself. You should pretend to be really interested in them, and maybe they'll open up to you. You could be a scholar writing a treatise on silver mining, or perhaps a nobleman interested in buying a mine. Or just say I'm your distant uncle who's initiating you into the ins and outs of my job. It's up to you.
Okay.
I'll behave like a true nobleman.
Suit yourself. Just don't change your story so you don't arouse suspicion. But to the point, each day 3 shifts work in the shaft. Each has its foreman, or gaffer, as they say. The first shift is led by Frank, the second by Paul, and the third by Samko. You'll have to ask each one of them how many corves they mined. Samko's hewers should be off work now. You'll find the other 2 shifts in the mine. Take this, so the guards will let you in. It's a letter of safe conduct bearing my seal, allowing you free movement within the mine.
And what are you going to do?
I'll return to the estate to do my job. What else? I reckon they must be wondering where I am by now. Once you find out how many corves the 3 shifts mined on the Feast of St. Petronilla, return to me. We'll compare that number to the entry in the mine book. And don't forget, don't draw attention.
Can any silver get lost?
It can. And unfortunately, it does happen. It may be a capital offence, but even that won't deter everyone. Most often, a pitman tries to smuggle pieces of ore under his clothes. It doesn't end well. Nevertheless, the entire path of the silver, from the ore beneath the ground to minted coins, is closely guarded. Every step is recorded in the books, so if someone is stealing large quantities, they must have it pretty damn well figured out.
Okay.
Who owns the silver that's mined here?
All the silver in the kingdom of Bohemia belongs to the king, whether it's above ground or still below it. Though I'm sure you understand, the king has a lot on his mind, and he can't be expected to worry about mining. So he leases out the mining rights to his tenants. It's called the Burgergau. There's a lot of money in it. The tenants have to pay the king, and the king also receives a share of the pure silver from the smelting works. That's the royal tithe.
Who checks the royal share?
The royal mint master and his subordinates are responsible for collecting the royal share. That also means me and the shaft foreman. That is why every step of the path of silver is monitored and recorded. Starting with how much ore is mined. The smelting works owners don't have to be monitored as closely, since they buy the ore from us. It's in their best interest to get the highest possible yield after deducting the royal share.
Това звучи доста труден квест. Тук трябва да правим бати щуртиите. Аз им забравих имената на тия тримата с 3 смени, дето го правят това.
Who owns the mines?
The king grants mining rights to his loyal subjects, and these leaseholders can rent out their privileges to other people. All sorts of people operate mines in Kuttenberg. Nobility, rich burghers, even the monastery. In fact, anyone with enough money to pay for new shafts to be dug can share in the proceeds.
What happens in the smelting works?
Each smelting shop has a stamp mill, a roasting pit, and a smelting furnace. The stamp mill is used to crush the ore into smaller pieces to make it easier to process. After that, the crushed ore is roasted in a roasting pit to remove most of the impurities. Finally, everything is smelted in a furnace to separate the pure silver from the slag.
Okay. Alright.
Who's responsible for the smelting works?
They have their own owners. They buy ore from us and smelt it into pure silver. Then they deduct the royal tithe and they can sell the rest. And not just silver. Processing the ore yields a variety of other materials that can be sold just as well.
Да.
So it's processed similarly to steel for smithing?
Yes. But in steelmaking, you don't have to weigh and record every step thrice.
Да.
How are groschen made from the silver?
The royal share from the smelting works goes to the mint in the Italian court. There, the coiners hammer it out into silver sheets for cutting the coin blanks. Then, in the Italian court's preghouse, our minters cut out and punch new groschen.
How many mints are there in total?
Only the main one is left, the one in the Italian court. There used to be more of them throughout the kingdom. But King Wenceslas II united them all. It was he who contributed the most to the rise of the Prague groschen and the wealth of this region. And of course, his own wealth too.
Залаваме се за работа. Давай.
By the way, I've had the honor of meeting your brother, Peter.
Well, well. Small world.
He was a great help to us at Suchdol.
Even though we had some disagreements, I respect him for everything he succeeded in doing. If it weren't for him, I'd never have been able to do what I do.
Окей. Почваме. Така, първата рез облечен като див берберски нобълмен. Берберски нобълмен от всекъде. Кое ми е берберския нобълмен? Така. Червен. Не. Lord Overcoat. Lord. Noble Belt. Noble Pouch. Noble Gloves. Noble Gauntlets. Аре, Gloves, че няма да съм с Gauntlets. Така, Courtier Boots, Knight Spurs. Noble Quilted Hose. Quiet Boots. Simple Hose. Чакай, бе. Нямам Noble Boots. Добре. Пръстени тук, живо чудо. Цай си, ще сложим ли като Nobleman? Абсолютно. Само една дреха, че това е много грозно. Черно. Не. Това е готино, защото има някакво жълт кант по него. Това... не. Това също. Това си го носим. Добре. Това... или това? Това. И отгоре това. Точно така. Той сме. Nobleman Стра. For Fear. Така, имаме H. Find out the amount of mind by Paul Sonis. Frank Sonis. Enter the mind. Find out the amount of mind by Samko Sonis. Ехаме първо при Пол. Така. Ама първо трябва да ентернем да майн. Нали така? Това е отдолу под земята.
Christ, what now?
Can I enter the mine, my friend? Thank you very much. Мале, нищо не виждам. Айде пак. Започва се. Това тази музика съедно ще ме нападнат всеки секунда. Hello there, miner. Добре, тук издигат по-лесно. Франк, какво правиш, бе?
Foreman Frank?
What you looking for, Sonny? Can't you see
Sonny.
we're Hewin?
Sir Christian of Pisac sent me. My name is Henry of Scallops. Our family rented a mine, so I came to gain experience.
A nobleman in the pit? I'll be damned. But you can't just amble around. You'll cap your creels.
I'll just have a few questions.
I caught my what?
Gav, the less we gar. But make it snappy, man. What do you want to know, like?
Make it snappy, man.
What is the work of a miner really about?
What's it about? Bugger all, kidder. No great shakes. We gans through the roads, Bella, queuing off from rock in the dark and breathing in the stithe.
How exactly do you mine ore?
Bloody hell. Have you never seen a yakka graft, kidder? You take a kevel and ding away at the rock till it crumbles. And if you keep ganning at it for a couple of years and don't croak from the stithe, then you'll keel over from exhaustion or get scrushed by the ceiling of the road you're hewing.
How do you get the ore outside?
Same way it's hewed, in the dark and in coves. On top of that, you spend a lot of the bloody time on all fours. Once you get out by with the cough, you get a tally, and you can get back in by.
Straight to the point.
I wonder, how much do you mine in a day?
That depends on how much ore you howk out of this or that face. It varies.
How much did you mine, say, on the Feast of St. Petronilla?
Listen, kidder. Aren't you a bit too curious? Nobleman or not, you don't need to know that.
Whoa, wait a minute.
You should know you can't defy a nobleman. I'll mention your disobedience to Sir Christian or to the Mint Master. Then you can start looking for another job.
Out but that, sir. I couldn't just leave me marrows. It would break their hearts. And maybe the next too. Who'd keep an eye on them? I'll tell you everything.
Tell me.
A good gar on the Feast of St. Petronilla. Our yakkers hewed 36 corves.
Thanks.
3 fishes. Okay.
How much do you get for your work?
I'll tell you, man. Them deputies up at bank make a howfing pile of chink. But us buggers, the ones doing all the graft, we earn a pittance.
Can you give me a more specific number?
Sometimes, not even half a grosh and a cough. That's near way to make a living, man. Take care for now.
Half a grosh and a corf. Man, are you crazy working here? Like, Opa. Are you crazy, man? Ще си изплакнем очите с тази обава вода под земята. А, така. Айде да правим да върнем с другите. Той каза, че е направил 36 нещо си там. Пробваме тук. Ако че му удариш с тази кирка в главата, ме препарираш. Сега надолу ли слезнем, насам ли да ходим? Сега и тук ще е затъпено. Ето го.
Blessed is the fruit of thy womb, Jesus. Holy Mary, Mother of God, pray for us sinners now and at the hour of our death. Amen. The angel of the Lord declared unto Mary, and she conceived the Holy Spirit. Hail Mary. And Mary said, Behold, I am the handmaid of the Lord. Be it done unto me according to thy word. Hail Mary.
Are you Foreman Paul?
Hey! You walk like a ghost, kidder.
Yeah.
You gave me a bit of a fright there. Hold on. I don't know ye. Who are you? And what are you doing so deep in the pit?
My name's Henry. Sir Christian sent me. I'm a nobleman, and I'm interested in the operation of the mines. Are you praying? Why?
The day before the Feast of St. Petronilla, a kidder was hawking here. Young jaybird, a young'un, still wet behind the ears. We dinged the berg, set it ablaze, all good. He took a mell, battered the fault, and the props spangued out. It all came crashing down on him. Done him right in, it did.
That's awful. Sorry about your friend.
He weren't just me marrow. He were my blood. I raised him from a nipper since my sister died. He kept begging me to take him on a shift, saying he was strong as a horse. Wouldn't have taken her like. And now, how can he forgive myself?
Come on, it wasn't your fault. Accidents happen. It's God's will.
I suppose you're right. Will you pray with me for his soul one last time?
Yes.
Aye. I'll pray with you.
You're a canny lad. Repeat after me.
Okay.
Almighty and merciful God, our Father, you are the giver of gold, silver, bronze, copper,
Almighty
tin,
and merciful
iron,
God,
and
our
all
Father,
ores and metals.
you are the giver
I ask
of
that you
gold,
bless me brother
silver,
who has died in this
bronze,
mine.
copper,
And may
tin,
your holy angels
iron,
save his soul from
and all
damnation.
ores and
Bring his
metals.
soul to
I ask
eternal... That we may be made worthy of the promises of Christ. Pour forth, we beseech thee, O Lord, thy grace into our hearts.
Добре, айде стига.
Are you going to answer me now?
Aye. Thanks for praying with me. Ask about out.
So how many corves did you mine, say, on the Feast of St. Petronilla?
That weren't a good day. Nobody was in the mood for ganning on after what happened to Jaybird. But even so, we managed to hawk 30 corves.
30.
That's all I need to know.
If you say so, Mara.
Пол 30, а ония другия Франк 36. Сега ще видим и последния. О, сам.
Are you Foreman Samco?
Aye, I am. Who's asking?
My name is Henry. Steward Christian sent me to you. My family runs mines, so I came here to gain experience.
Why should I care? Didn't you see we're off graft?
Sir Christian told me to ask about anything that interests me, and that you'll tell me.
Ah, Sonny, I'm so tired. I haven't even got the strength for gabbing. I wouldn't mind having a game of dice, but minus rules. Then I'll tell you everything. What'd you say?
Ама... Не ми си играе дай с тебе пич в момента. You should listen to Christian. Start talking before I get angry. Аре ще му платим. Дай му платим на пича. Аре ще му платим. Имам 2000. После 200 гроша. Не искам да го заплашвам, че ще го... ще пусне по крачулите. Не искам да го карам това, защото ще съксидне му за това. Ще му платим, ще му.
I may not look like it, but I'm not wanting for groschen. I'll pay you if you talk to me.
All right, Mara. That works for me. Tell us what you want to ken.
How much do you make doing this?
Don't even get me started. The chink's bad, and it's getting worse. Half a groschen a cloth is no.
Jesus.
How do you mine ore?
Either we're on hard rock, and then no one's hewing shit, or we're hewing something soft, and then it goes grand. Only then there's not much silver in the ore, and you've got to smelt the shit out of it.
What is the work of a miner about?
Aye, that's a good question, Mara. Mostly about oaken. Any yakker will tell you that. But proper rest is even more important than graft. You're as weak as a midgie without it.
So how do you rest?
Depends. Some have a kip, some a swally, some go whoring. As for me, I play dice.
How many corves did you mine on, say, the Feast of St. Petronilla?
I can tell you exactly. All the yakkers were working, and we were getting along nicely. We managed to hawk 34 corves without skimping on hame time. First time in ages, that was.
That's all I need to know.
34 това е. Това е, добре, научих. 34, Франк 36 и Пол 30. И отиваме да кажем на господина. I found the number of the corves.
I already know how many corves the crews extracted on the Feast of St. Petronilla. It was 100 altogether.
I see. Meanwhile, I looked in the mine book. How many do you think it says there?
Точно 100. Maybe less.
I guess it's less.
Then you'd be correct. The book lists 90 corves extracted. That means 10 corves of ore disappear each day. But nobody could just come along and take them. We keep a close watch on everything. The unreported corves must be going out to smelting works with the rest of the ore. That means...
Yes.
What does it mean?
that this is fraud of colossal proportions, and that Foreman Fett and Herman the Alt Merchant are in it up to their ears.
Are in it up to their ears. И уния са затънали до уши. Какво ще правим?
What are we going to do about it?
Well, we need to make them tell us more. But carefully. Being involved in the theft of silver is a capital crime, so it should be in their own interest to cooperate. Make sure to promise them no one will know about their crime. You can mention my name. When you've talked to them, come back to me and we'll figure out what to do next.
О, майко. Един е точно тук, яво.
Was darf's heute Morgen sein?
Точно до нас е бил.
We need to talk, Herman.
And who might you be?
Henry. But that's not important. Sir Christian sent me. We found some discrepancies in the mine book.
Discrepancies?
How do you explain that the miner has extracted 100 cores of ore on the Feast of St. Petronilla, but the book only says 90?
If it says 90, there must have been 90. The book does not lie.
Uh-huh.
In that case, someone else must be lying.
Or someone just cannot count. Why are you bothering me with this? Foreman Fett counts the corves here. Go and talk to him instead.
Don't tell me you don't count them too. You wouldn't pay for more corves than there really were.
Do you have any idea how much ore passes through my hands? How am I supposed to remember how many there were ausgerechnet on the Fest of St. Petronilla? Besides, miners can lie and say they extracted more than they did. They like to show off.
All three crews agreed to report more. I seriously doubt that.
Да.
It doesn't add up, Herman. We found out. Simple as that. Don't try to outsmart me and Sir Christian.
I am not trying to do anything.
Oh,
it was Fett's idea. He came to me saying we were going to deliver more corves to the smelters than we would report, and I would get paid for it. It was going well. I have always paid for what we put in the book. Then I got some geld from Fett on the side. On the Feast of St. Petronilla, I was afraid they would be able to tell the difference. 10 corves is 10 corves after all. Nobody at the smelting works cared at all. I am sure they are in on it too.
How long has this been going on?
Several months. Maybe half a year. About since Sigismund arrived.
Uh-huh, okay.
Sir Christian and I agreed to investigate the matter in secret, so just act like nothing's going on. Keep doing what you're doing. We don't want to scare off the people who are actually responsible. Understand?
Yeah, I understand. I will be as silent as the grave.
Oh my... Оле-ле. Добре, следващия. Next, please.
Word, Foreman.
Who are you, and what do you want?
I'm Henry, but that's not important. Sir Christian sent me. I need to discuss a delicate matter with you.
Don't tell me one of the yakkers shat all over the outhouse in the yard again.
I'm afraid it's a little worse than that. We found some discrepancies in the mine book.
Let Sir Christian handle it then. They're his books, and his responsibility too.
But you're the one counting the corves of ore.
Your point being?
I learned that the miners extracted no less than 100 corves on the Feast of St. Petronilla, but the mine book says 90.
Do you think the yakkers know how to count? They're blockheads, and they like to show off. I'm sure they just exaggerated. Anyway, what's it to you? Did the steward send you to snoop around? Don't you know? I work for Vavek, the mint master himself. I'm under his protection.
Yes. Aye, there's no point in denying it. Herman told me everything.
Bloody snitch.
You have nothing to fear. You're under my protection, and nothing will happen to you. I'll deal with anyone who wants to harm you. Believe me.
Wait, I'll tell you what I know. As soon as I was made head gaffer, Amara, who works at the smelting works in Grund, came to me. He said someone wanted to talk to me. One of them. So I met this fella in the tavern in Grund, and he told me how it all works. How to cook the books like. He told me the trick was not to report some of the extracted ore and transport it secretly to the smelters along with the rest. He made it very clear if I didn't play along, I could have an accident. There was nothing I could do.
Yes.
How long has this been going on?
For some time now, definitely. I heard even former head gaffer Kircher was in on it too.
Where can I find him?
You can't ask Kircher any questions. He fell down a shaft. They say he was drunk. But I don't think it was an accident.
Who was that fella from the smelter who came to you?
He never told me his name, even when I asked. He's a tall bloke, stocky, pockmarked. I don't scare easy, but this bloke was terrifying.
Do you think the mint master, Ulrich Vavak, is behind this?
I don't know. I've got naught bad to say about Vavak. He treats me canny whenever he shows up. He says if Christian gives us hassle, he'd sooner replace him than me. He really said that. The mint master himself.
Who pays you on the side? You have to pay the miners for what they actually extracted.
I get the extra chink from the smelting works. It's enough for the yakkers and for Herman.
All right. Just carry on as if nothing's happened. No one must find out we know about the fraud. Christian won't give you any trouble, nor will anyone else. Is that clear?
Clear as a bell, Mara. I'll be silent as the grave.
Clear as a bell, Mara. Male. Пак се забърквам в някакви превъртелщини тук.
I talked to Fett and Herman.
And? Did they confess?
They did. I mean, I made them. It's just as we thought. The trail leads to the smelting works.
Did you tell them to keep quiet and act as if nothing's happening?
I did.
Let's see what we've got so far. Those 10 unreported corves leave for the smelting works from here. If silver's going missing, that's where it must be happening. You'll have to go and look around and talk to the owner, Buresh. I reckon that'll be tricky, though.
How so?
Buresh is a very cautious and clever man. I reckon he won't be happy to have someone snooping around his property. But he's the only one who can give you permission to walk round the smelting works without the guards bothering you.
Something like your letter of safe conduct. How can I persuade him to give me one?
Like I said, it won't be easy. Nevertheless, I found a way you could gain his trust, at least a little. You'll pretend to be a nobleman interested in buying some smelting works, who'd like to get a closer look at his operation.
Well, I've already passed myself off as a nobleman here, so it won't be new to me.
But be careful. Buresh won't be as easily fooled as the simple pitman here. You'll have to dress like a real nobleman. That means no plate armor, or, God forbid, bloody rags. But listen, don't carry a weapon.
Am I not?
Buresh has a morbid fear of someone threatening him. That's why he has a bodyguard with him at all times. You must come to him dressed to the nines and act impeccably, so as not to arouse the slightest suspicion. In short, be charismatic as you can manage.
Okay.
What should I wear?
Like I said, some decent clothes. I reckon you can imagine what those look like. If you don't have anything of the sort, visit a tailor in town. I'm sure he can sell you something nice. If you're charismatic enough, Buresh is sure to believe your intentions are good. And make sure you wash up before you go. You can't go and see him looking like some dung-soiled peasant.
Okay.
What else should I know about the smelting works before I go?
In the smelting works, ore from the mines is crushed, ground, and then smelted. They extract silver along with all sorts of other materials from it. Then they give part of the silver to the king for the minting of groschen and sell off the rest, along with the other materials, to craftsmen.
Okay.
What should I know about this Buresh before I talk to him?
He's the slyest fox of them all. He comes from somewhere in Moravia, and he moved to Kuttenberg a few years ago. He started to prosper soon after, and not even Sigismund's arrival stopped him. He quickly joined his side. Now he's doing better and better. But whether that means he's involved in something shady, who knows?
I got it. I'm ready to go.
Here, I've written you a letter of introduction to take with you and give to Buresh. I reckon he won't be thrilled, but he won't turn you down. Ask him discreetly, in passing, how many corves he took from our mines on the feast of Saint Petronella. If my guess is correct, it should be 90. It still doesn't prove anything, but at least it'll give us a clue. You could get something out of the workers. One of them is bound to know something. When you're in the smelting works, keep your eyes peeled. I'm sure something is going on there. Good luck, Henry.
Майко мила, какви превъртелщини. Схемите на всички схеми са тук. Да има такива схемаджи. Сега трябва да се облечен като нобълмена на всички нобълмени. И да ми янкат пизала. Are you yanking my pizzle? Чу ли го Нобъл сър ми каза? Добре, първо отиваме до... Първо ще погледнем картата. Н е look around the smelter. О е так, добре. Първо отиваме до Кутенберг. И отиваме до Тейлър.
Up! I'll rip your ass open!
Боже господи.
Victory!
Воу! Съсипаме. Моля те, извади този меч. Благодаря ти. Скърши ми газа.
See that coming, eh?
Не. Didn't see that coming, you motherfucker! Ела тука, бе. Свински задник такъв. Не смей да убиваш жена. Не! Не смей да нападаш жената.
I've been waiting for you.
Чакай малко, бе. Де бе, куче, пази се, бе. Как си, бе? Как си, бе? Айде, бе! Свине мръсни. Добре да си жени.
Sweet Virgin Mary, I thought I was a goner. A little longer and I'd... No, best not to think about it. Thank you. Thank you so much.
You're lucky I was just passing by.
The luckiest thing that's ever happened to me. Here, for you. Something to remember me by. And thank you again.
Майко мила. Това много пари, бе. Executioner's comparison with breaching. Що да е executioner? Изглежда много як. Не. Турнамент. Кои от е? Еми, това е.
Let's talk about the price.
Well, I suppose we can try.
How's this?
That's almost... Aye, you'll convince me. I was glad to be of help to you, good sir.
Добре. Така, сега ми трябват бани. Прекъпем. Чат.
What do you need?
I need some bath.
I need to take a load off.
And what are you interested in, sir?
Всичко.
I'd like a pretty girl to take care of all my needs.
My girls know how to make a fella happy.
What I really need right now
Full
is a
service.
little taste of paradise.
All right,
Jiggle.
got money up front.
Блокъл, гагъл, всичко.
I'll gladly pay you.
Excellent. I'm sure you'll...
Перфекция. Точно това. Точно. Изпъшкай го.
I hope you enjoyed that. I like it when a man is satisfied. And come back again anytime.
През Жана скачам, защото съм satisfied. Газ, бре!
Quick!
Да стигнем преди да стане 150 часа. Че вече е 150 часа почти. Добре, тук съм. Сега къде го търсим този? Да, бе. Точно там съм, да. Ground. Какво е това селце? Look around the smelter. Цялото бруш. Чим да говорим с бруш направо. Това е смелтър. Аз къде знам какво трябва да гледам? Пала, тук горят някакви работи. Шел.
Greetings, Master Buresh. I'm Henry of Skalitz.
Nice clothes.
Ah, nice
You've
clothes.
got good taste.
Thank you, good man.
И да видиш.
Likewise. Christian of Pisek sent me. I'm supposed to give you this letter with his testimonial.
Skalitz, you say? That's where the royal mines are. Am I right?
You are. Unfortunately, the mining has ceased since King Sigismund's attack.
That truly is unfortunate. Christian writes that your family is interested in running a smelter. But I'm not selling any.
Oh, you're not? I'm not selling any.
I'd still be interested in buying one. Perhaps I could change your mind.
I doubt it. I'd be a fool to give up a profitable business. But if you like, you can visit one of my operations. I'll allow you that much. With this letter of safe conduct, you'll be able to move around unfettered. The guards will recognize my seal. But I don't want you disturbing the workers with any unnecessary questions. If you want to know anything, ask me.
How many corves of ore do you process here per day?
We don't measure in corves here. I have several ore merchants working for me. They buy ore from various mines. When they deliver it here, we don't measure it by the corf, but weigh by the quintal. We process a large amount here. Up to several thousand quintals a day in total.
Jesus.
Can you tell me what happens with the mined ore in the smelting works?
We weigh in the delivered ore and crush it so that it can be sorted for roasting. Roasting mainly separates sulfur from the ore, which is why the place smells like hell itself. Then the roasted material is smelted in the furnace and the slag is separated from the matte. The smelting process is repeated until we're left with pure metal. It's then cast into bars that can be sold. After we've given the royal share to the king, that is.
How much silver does that make?
That, of course, depends on the quality of the ore we process that day. 20 quintals of ore usually yield about £1 of raw silver. That then yields a hryvnia of pure silver. We can make between 100 and 200 hryvnias of pure silver per day.
Can any silver go missing from here?
That's impossible.
Impossible.
Everything is carefully weighed and recorded. Every step is counted and checked. Besides, molten silver is rather hard to steal. Once it's cast into bars, we keep them safe under lock and key.
После ще попитам пак също.
God be with you, goodman.
Don't forget, there are limits to my permission. And above all, mind you don't have an accident. Smelters are dangerous places. See you later.
Окей, отиваме да ги посетиме. Там къде най-много пуши трябва да. И смърди. И където преди малко ме изгониха. Вече не ме гонят. Ей, какво правят? Как бе?
So this is how they crush ore in bulk. A corf here, a corf there. Now I can see why no one found the large quantity strange. All the delivered ore is here in one place. Nothing suspicious. It looks like it must be pure silver that's going missing.
Пълно с бачванки с вода. Да видим тук. Уха! Тук има ли екзамен? Не особено.
What does your job actually entail?
You mean smelting? Well, in the scrusher we scrush the ore brought from the mound and chuck it in the furnace. Then we shovel charcoal in till the stone gets proper roasting and leaks all the metal that was hidden inside. We do that over and over in the other furnace till we get pure silver out of the ore.
Have you noticed anything suspicious around here?
Nothing. Nothing at all. I graft all day. No time for looking around.
How do you like working in the smelter?
I can't complain at all, sir. We get a nice pile of chink from the yield, and we're dry and warm.
Okay.
What can you tell me about Master Buresh?
I can't complain about him, sir. He's an honest bloke, and he pays us well. From what I've heard from the other smelters, it's a lot worse elsewhere, like.
Ще кажа, че няма идея. Питам това.
Does any silver go missing from here?
Here? In what smelter? That would mean some of our lads are involved. And you get the rope for that. Look, Sonny, I don't want anything to do with this. Have a chat with Shimo over there.
Shimo?
He's not afraid of anything.
Okay. What is Shimo? Who is Shimo? То не е Shimo. То казал over there. I don't see any Shimo. Запалил съм си факла, че тук вече е тъмница. Какво става тук? Да въртен си като пумпал тук. Кофти вали на гъс. О, как много гасно всичко не видим. Мъка. доста бързия начин. Като пич. Това е. Опъваш си кампа и се просваш. Като чемшир. Малко модното така. После си събираш кампа и огъня и си готов. Чиста работа. И нов ден, нов късмет. Той ме търсиме Шима. Без да вали, без да е мрачно, без да е тъмно. Чиста работа.
I really need to eat something.
Ще ядеш спокойно. Ето го бе! Чакай бе!
Are you the fella they call Shima?
You have no business being here.
Смешен стая шап.
I'm told you know something about the silver that keeps going missing from the smelters.
Me? I don't know what you were told. Meet me outside in a while. Now you'd better get out of here before the guards see you. Fuck. I have to have a piss. You take over here, lads. I'll be right back.
На кой говориш, бе? То няма никой. Деве, мът, деве, спри се малко, бе.
Stay!
Не спре да обикай. Къде да те митвам, бе, лудия? Ще го следиме малко. Ще се подпре тук.
Well, can you talk now?
Who are you, fella?
Sir Christian of Pisek sent me.
The steward of the mint? And why did he send you? Because of a rumour. They say silver keeps going missing from the smelters.
The silver must be going missing from here. I've been tracking it all the way from the mines.
From the mines? So Sir Christian really has some suspicions, doesn't he? Why should I talk to you about such things? How can I know it's not a trap?
Ха! Колко опции имам. Така.
I've been tasked by the nobility, and that's a serious matter. I'm not just anybody. Just the fact that I'm relying on you, a simple smelter, should be an honor to you.
Well, sir, thank you. I'll tell you how it is then. It's Volkmar. He's the head smelter. He's worked with us for years. Recently, he bought stables here in Grund out of the blue. The entire stables. Where do you think he got the money? It's all very suspicious because he's the one with the best access to the finished silver bars. If you want to find out where the silver keeps going missing, go to him. I'll bet you he knows a thing or two about it. But be careful and keep a weapon close. People like him can be vicious.
Thank you. What can you tell me about Master Buresh?
Listen, all folks like him care about is lining their purses. They don't care if we break our backs because of it. On the other hand, I don't think it's any better anywhere else.
Okay. Ако не съм говорил с 42 човека за това среброто, направо не.
Bit longer without food and I'll really start to be grumpy.
Аз мисля, че този клип трябва да се казва Сребърния пешкир. А не кръчмата е нема. Направо съм Сребърния пешкир. Моля, прескочиш тази ограда, бе. Нема такова сребро превъртено. Тук е пълно с коне, гледай в уста. Къде да търсим това са? Цел стейбъл си е прегледай.
Are you Volkmar?
I'm not.
Horseshit. I know these stables are yours.
You must be the snoop who's sticking his nose in everything.
I beg your pardon?
Well, well, well. Don't think we don't know you've been snooping around. We've had our eyes on you ever since you came to Grund. Fortunately, Master Buresh warned me about you in time. Your investigation ends. Right here and now.
You shouldn't have stuck your nose in here, pal. Grund is ours.
Take him down!
Have you gone insane? You want to attack a nobleman? I suppose you have no idea who's behind me. You won't avoid punishment.
You're really a nobleman? But that's...
Швепс.
Where are you cowards running to? Go to hell!
Ой, що бегате, бе? Това ще ме напада. Чакай, бе, това не е блок, обърках си копчето. Мамка, не мачи. Той ме скърши! Ами ако извадим на чичати крейто с брадвата, какво ще стане с тебе, ключ? Приключен си. Това ще ти кажа. Що нямам? Добре, добре. Не е така. Значи чати крейто с брадвата му отсече го. Картуната нацепи му канчето. Майко мил. Литъл Нери. А ти какво бе? Толк.
Now, spill the beans.
Да.
You're responsible for stealing the king's silver.
Not me. It's Buresh. If I didn't play along with him, I'd lose my job. All my life. It's true. As Volkmar is my name, I swear on everything that's holy.
Take it from the beginning.
As head smelter, I test the quality of the silver that's been smelted every day. I have unrestricted access to it. One day, Buresh came to me and said he had an offer for me. He said if I accepted, he'd make me rich. He gave me his man to assist me. I'd take some of the king's silver bars and add them to Buresh's yield. The books were cooked, so no one found out anything. Everything was going well, and Buresh was happy. A few weeks later, he sent me to the mines. I was supposed to make a deal with the new foreman, Fett, and pay him off. In the end, I had to force him to cooperate, just like Buresh forced me. With threats.
Why didn't Buresh take the silver himself? Why did he need you?
The Mint Master's men watch over the transport of the king's silver. They take turns. Buresh had it all figured out.
No, but хитър, бе.
Aren't you ashamed to steal from the king?
And which king did I steal from exactly? Wenceslas or Sigismund? I didn't care, man. I earned some nice chink, and that was that for me.
Правилно.
Moving on, where does the unreported silver go?
There are mined-out shafts near Old Kutna, where nobody ever goes. Buresh has a secret mint in one of them.
Old Kutna.
They counterfeit coins in there?
I suppose so. But what they actually do there, I've no idea. I've never been there. Buresh only told me about the mint a while ago. He wanted to send me there for some reason, so he drew me a map.
Did Buresh ever mention that Mint Master Vavak was involved in it?
Not in front of me. Maybe his guard, Little Neri, knew something. But you won't be able to ask him anything anymore.
Give me the map.
Yeah, if you take the road to Old Kutna, you'll reach the place where the abandoned shafts are. The entrance to the mint is somewhere around there. Look here. Can I ask you a question? Why are you doing this anyway?
I'm convinced Mint Master Vavak is somehow involved in the whole affair. I'm looking for proof.
Yeah, I can't help you there. I never heard Buresh say nothing about Vavak. Well, now you have the map, And since I told you everything, will you let me go? Please? I know I wanted to, you know, but I was just scared is all. Please let me go. Please. Stables be damned. Just let me go.
Мата, почивай си, ходи, прави какво щеш.
All right, you can go.
Thank you. I'll never forget this. I'll go to Kuttenberg and get fixed up there somehow. And if we meet again, I'll make it up to you. I swear, you're a good, merciful man. God be with you.
Little Nari. Леко, че вземеш да станеш. Окей, Нари. Уф! Подуха ми главата отново. Това къде се чуех? Какво подявалите е това? Колко пъти съм минал тук? Как да си отворя? Тази дива брат, мале и как да са? Мът открили път. Мът открили път. Къде мога влеза? В това тайнище. Оп. Private area. Стига, бе. Кое ме правят на това? Какво е това? Има някаква врата, ама как да слезнем?
You can't be here!
Как ме видя, пич? Какво искаш си?
Come on now! You've no business here! Out!
Добре.
Get moving!
Кое е аут, моля ми кажеш? Аз не разбирам.
Well, are you going? Away with ya!
Ще откъсна главата, бе, ей!
What? You just crashing here?
I'm just crushing your head, bro! Пати! Газонгеле са. Въобще не ме интересува никой, избивам тук всичко. Че ми писна вече. Те тук трябва да.
You can't just stroll around here without so much as a by your leave. What? You're just crashing here? And with a weapon? What kind of a man are you?
Това ще ми направиш. Това ще ми направиш.
Well, are you going? Away with you.
Ден си търсим.
You've no business here. Were you trying to steal from us or what? Pay up or I'll call the guards.
And what if I punched you in the face, eh?
Ha! You think I'm afraid of you, fucker? I'm in the right here, and if you try to hurt me, the guards will haul you off and deal with you.
Къде сте?
Leave me alone.
All right, you had your chance.
Okay.
Ha! Ah! Ha! Ha!
Много па си мощен, бе. Добре. Да, така разкрачи тия крак, ако можеш повече. Остак не е нормално. Имаш тук са. Роб. И са на усирани, не ми трябва. Къде е то вход, бе? Направо ми се... Направо ме... Нямам думи. И тук правят някакви. Я вижте. Къде е този вход, бе? Намери го! Finally. Мале, колко време съм го търсил. 1 час. Оф. 1 час търсене. Лошо ми.
Well. Look who's here. I knew from the start you didn't come to the works for nothing. But I underestimated you. An embarrassing mistake. I reckoned you wouldn't find anything. And even if you did, little Neri was supposed to get rid of you.
It turned out the other way round.
Congratulations. His wife and children will surely be beside themselves with joy. What to do with you now, snooper? We could come to a reasonable agreement, or underground no one will hear you scream.
Are you trying to offer me something?
If you're reasonable, I'd be willing to pay a tidy sum for your silence.
How much will you pay me?
Well, what's the price for your silence? You're skinning me here, but all right then. Now, turn around, step back into God's light, and don't tell a living soul what you saw and what you found out. Are we clear?
I need evidence against Vavak.
I just paid you. You're supposed to shut up and forget about everything. Once more then, are we clear?
No. Аз исках евиденс срещу Вавак, не ме интересуват парите ти, ама. We clear. Не искам евиденс срещу Вавак.
I'm not going anywhere.
What a fucker you are.
He can't leave here alive. Finish him.
Finish him.
Let's go. Come on, man. My pillow feel like it's gonna be a bad day. Yeah, I'm tired of shit, and the coffee ain't hit yet. Damn, ain't that great.
Jesus!
I don't wanna go to work, cause my boss is a jerk and I'm not even that paid. I need a change in my life, cause I don't feel alive and there's nothing that makes me happy. I'll be here for a minute, I'm about to quit my job, cash in for a ticket. I'm going on a trip and I don't wanna visit. I'm gonna stay there till I feel like I'm winning.
Have you had enough, Buret?
Mercy. For Christ's sake, mercy.
Mercy.
Underground, no one will hear you scream.
No, please. I'll give you anything you want. Just let me live.
You know very well what I want from you.
I gave you coin to keep quiet.
I'll take it as a down payment for prolonging your life. Now talk.
All right. The whole thing was Ulrich's idea. As soon as he became Sigismund's mintmaster, he got cocky and began to abuse his power. He grabbed anything he could get his hands on, took away mining rights from anyone who opposed him. Anyone who wanted to keep his station had to pay him a hefty fee. But that still wasn't enough for him. So he came to me one day with the idea that some of the royal silver might not reach the king at all.
Мале, в ползу забъргах направо. Why you?
Wasn't he afraid of Sigismund?
Sigismund came here for the silver. He doesn't care how it gets to him, as long as it does. He trusts the mintmaster he installed. And he's got no way of knowing something's going missing along the way. Unless someone tells him.
Why did he come to you?
The citizens of Kuttenberg didn't like some blow-in turning up to replace Peter of Pisek.
And they were even less happy when he started giving them trouble. He'd have a job finding any allies among them. I'm a stranger here too. I've never had it easy here either. Think what you will, but I like Vavag better than all them Rutards, Peace-X, and the other stuck-up mine-owning lords.
What was his plan?
Surprisingly simple. Bribe anyone who kept records of mining and processing to cook the books. And to keep the mint master free of suspicion, he put me in charge of this whole operation. For a tidy pile of coin, of course. In the end, it wasn't even that hard. No one had the slightest problem with earning something on the side of the king's expense. And when somebody got cold feet, we took care of him.
What are you doing with the stolen silver?
Stolen? Such an ugly word. I prefer diverted. Undisclosed.
Whatever. What do you do with it?
It's used to mint groschen. Genuine groschen.
Genuine? I don't get it.
It's simple, really. Our coiners work with genuine coin dyes. We're producing beautiful, new, and especially clean groschen. No one can tell they're not from the Italian court.
So you agreed to help him?
Did I have any other choice? He'd destroy me and find someone else to run the smelting works. I hate to say it, but he knew who to come to.
About the evidence?
Yes?
I need some proof in my hands. Something that proves Vavak's involvement in the scheme beyond any doubt.
And I can count on you to make sure my name is never mentioned? After all,
Absolutely.
I paid you for it.
You have my word. I won't blackmail you.
I'm glad to hear that. Here's the key to the chest. You'll find everything you need there. It's behind that door, in the coiner's room. The key to it is right here on the table. You'd better not talk to the coiners. They're an odd bunch.
Is that all?
Aye. Everything.
Okay. Something else. Нема.
All right.
I'll be on my way.
Аз го съсипах.
I won't say it was nice to meet you, because that wouldn't be true. I hope we never see each other again.
Likewise. Точно така.
Likewise.
Аре, get out of my sight. Я да видим тия в момента. Пара. Малко хлебец да замезиме. И още нещо да замезиме. Чай да замезиме. Така. Тук има още един. 6 праскови. Behind that door. Къде има door? Тук може да спиш. Чай сега ще видим. Тук почни тунели, брат, че направо. Ето врата.
Since we can't go outside, there's nothing else to do here anyway.
But tell me, brother, is it that bad in here? Hot meals every day, wine...
Savior Schnapps. Secret Mint Ledger, след това ни трябва. Recipe for a lead shotgun powder. И 200 гроша още. Изкарахме 600 на това. Така, още. Ей, къде правят грошове? Аз съм ви обрал като кучета. На мен ли говориш?
You'd better go before the guards find you.
I'm here to help you.
What are you doing here?
Get out of here. If the guards catch you, there'll be trouble.
You don't have to worry about the guards. I took care of them.
What about Master Buresh? He was here with them just a while ago.
I talked to Buresh. I reckon he'll be on his way now, heading somewhere far, far away.
What?
I came to get evidence against Vavak. And I've got it. I still need the genuine coin die from you. It's another piece of evidence.
Everything we do here is clean. Completely.
Except you're minting using stolen silver.
How are we to know where it comes from? It's none of our business.
We're just pawns. We're not hurting anybody.
Nobody's saying any different. Like I said, I'm here to free you. The guards are dead. You're free to leave.
Hang on. That's...
You just wanted the books, right? Well then go. Leave us here.
We can't just walk away.
Правете какво знаете, не ме интересува.
Do whatever you want.
Get going.
We'll be safe here.
Better safe than sorry.
Aye. I'm sure the Mint Master will come for us.
Да. Излизаме, най-накрая светлина. О, светлина. Айде да виждам. Какво стана с тази серия от Кръчмата и Кръкане на домашно. Отидохме в най-замесените схеми на света. И открихме как се куват грошове. Нелегално малко. И се правят пари за страх. Ама да, случват си. Я да ви малия байкото в тебе. Уф! Мамата си трака, бих му казал.
I got the evidence against Mint Master Vavak.
Really? Let me see.
Here. His handwritten records of the whole scheme.
There are names, amounts paid, mines, smelting works, yields. I'll be damned. This is perfect, Henry. This could wipe him out for good. Where did you find this?
Не питай.
Vavak had a secret mint where coins were minted from the silver they stole. That's where he kept the books.
He obviously had it all worked out to the last detail. Remarkable. Did you have any trouble getting it?
No trouble.
The owner of the smelting works, Buresh, tried to stop me. Luckily, he was reasonable and we made a deal.
What deal?
I'd rather keep that to myself.
A man of many secrets. Be it as it may, I'll get in touch with Buresh and have a talk with him. There's one more thing. Was there anyone else in that mint?
Yeah.
There were some coiners being held prisoner.
Jesus Christ! Held prisoner?
Vavak locked them up there to work for him.
My God! He really is an unscrupulous monster. Did you let them out?
They didn't look like they wanted to leave.
How awful. When you talked to them, did you see a coin die anywhere?
Mm-hmm.
They gave it to me quite willingly.
I'm curious. Let me see.
Here.
What the? It's genuine! That means all the groschen minted from the silver stolen by Vavak are absolutely clean! In any case, we uncovered something big, Henry. But I'm afraid no matter what Master Buresh told you at the mint, no one will believe us.
Well, the books will have to suffice. His name's there.
I hope so. But be that as it may, we know enough. I've been thinking it all over while you were gone. The scheme Master Ulrich Vavak von Neuhaus has been running under our nose is incredibly insolent. But it's also one of the cleverest fraudulent schemes I've ever heard of. With those books in Rittard's hands, Vavak won't remain long in his post, and it's now pretty clear who will replace him. And a side income like that could prove useful to many people, if you take my meaning.
Like whom?
I'm listening.
I knew you'd understand. Everything would stay the same. Entering false figures in the books, processing the ore in the works, a secret mint. Only there would be a change in management. I'll have to find replacements for Fett and Hammond in the mines. But that shouldn't be difficult. A miner jumps at coin like a dog at a bone.
What happened to Herman and Fett?
Not long after you left, Herman disappeared. They saw him on the road to Grunt.
Значи няма проблеми. Ние ще си продължим да си правим същото. Само че този път чичати то пустиняк тази капа ще го прави. И парите ще си върват, пак всичко същото. Ние ще си копат там, ще се троват. Всичко си е същото, само че се сменя човек. Много хитро. Много хитро. Много добре.
And they found Fett on the spoil tip with a broken neck.
You think it's related?
Who knows? Maybe Herman told someone you were snooping around and that Fett talked. I'll have to arrange a deal with Master Burash. But knowing him, he won't be opposed to a reasonable agreement. And I'll take care of the coiners myself. Nothing really changes for you. You can blackmail Vivak all you want, but keep your tongue tied about the whole scheme. I've got a little something here for you, as a bonus, to add to what Master Burash already gave you. And I'll give you something extra for the genuine coin die. All you have to do is nod.
I just want to save my lord, Hans Capon. That's why I'm doing this.
I'm not interested in your motives, Henry. I don't know what you and Ruttard agreed on. That's between you and him. You've heard my offer.
Okay.
Excellent. You won't regret it, but don't forget. You can blackmail Vivak with the evidence all you want, but leave the Path of Silver to me. Here's your secret records and copies of the books from the mines and the smelting works for comparison.
Thank you.
No, thank you. It was a pleasure working with you, Henry. I wish you the best of luck. Maybe we'll see each other again. And give my regards to Sir Kunsling. It'll be a great weight off his chest.
Това е човека, новия заема схемите и почва да точи парите и той. Няма грижи.
You're not allowed here.
А вече не съм allowed here.
Well, are you going? Away with you.
Ти нормален ли си съкъл? Та игра не е добре.
Come on.
Ти нормален ли си съкъл?
That's it. Go now.
Не се ли познаваме? Вече не ме познаваш. Не се познаваме. Така ли? Той гледа през мене. Погледни го как гледа през мене. Роса. Роза, ти ли си, ма? Роза. Какво искаш? Това е това, бе. Не е Роза.
It happens. Just watch where you're going next time.
Боже, господи мили. Мисля, че ще извадим брадвата и ще изколям всичко живо, къде не мога бега и не мога да се окачи на дърво. А ти психиасен. Бега тук, вие сте ненормални.
Hey, what the hell are you poking around here for?
I'm Henry. Your lord's expecting me.
Ah, so you're the one. He did mention you, that's true. I'm sorry for being so harsh with you, but we were attacked recently, as you probably know. So we're a lot more cautious now with strangers hanging around.
Well, I understand. But I need to speak with Lord Ruttard as soon as possible.
Of course. Follow me. Well, we're here, but you'll have to wait a while. As you can see, Lord Ruthard has an important visitor, and it seems they haven't finished yet.
I understand.
And what now, Martin? Did you speak to Jerome Naz? Will he support us?
He won't. He lent a lot of coin to Sigismund, and now he's stuck with him.
Sakra.
He's scared. As soon as he does anything to upset him, Sigismund will denounce him as a rebel and right off the dead.
Damn it! Has all his counting groschen not left room for a grain of common sense in that head of his?
Jerome is a vain man. I'm sure he's pleased when the Hungarian king himself listens to him. He was boasting that he'll be in charge of some church talks in the Italian court. There is no way we'll change his mind.
But you've been to see other councillors too, haven't you? Have you any good news from anyone?
I've got good news for you concerning Mint Master Vavak. I've heard about his crimes against the crown, and it's no trivial pilfering.
Are you sure the accusations are true?
I've got proof of everything.
Ha! God bless you, lad. Finally, some good news.
It seems that this young man came to brighten my day. Who do I have the honor of addressing?
Martin, this is Henry, our ally from Liechtenstein. Henry, this is Sir Martin Oderin, Lord of Rabosh, a loyal supporter of King Wenceslas, as no doubt you've already deduced.
Sir, my friend Godwin gave me a ring for you. He said you'd help me if I needed it.
Godwin? Really? Well, you choose peculiar friends.
I'm not sure what you mean, sir.
Godwin shouldn't be giving away what isn't his. But I'll help you if need be, although not on account of that ring.
Sir Kunslin.
Shimek? What's going on?
Min Master Vavak is heading here with an armed cohort.
Right now?
Ooh.
Let him come. He'll be surprised what I've got on him.
Henry's right. If he helps us again like last time, we have nothing to fear.
I agree. Let Vavar come. Shimek, place a gunner on the upper floor and a crossbowman on the stairs. Then gather whoever you can find and join us in the yard.
Certainly, right away, sir.
Henry,
Vavaki.
we're counting mainly on you. I hope your findings are worth a dozen armed men.
100 at least, sir. You'll see.
I'll help you into your armor, Papa.
But quickly, and then go to your chambers and lock yourself in.
What? I'm going with you.
No. So go to your room, take your precious crossbow, and if things turn out badly, shoot any of Vavak's whoresons who stick their noses through the door. If something were to happen to me, you're the next in line in our family. Don't forget that.
I love you, Papa. God Almighty, hold your protective hand above us.
Greetings, Sir Ruthard. Your gate was open, so I took the opportunity for a little visit.
No gate is closed to you, is it? The gates of hell are especially looking forward to your visit. But you're more than well aware of that, eh? Since you don't dare leave home without a horde of men-at-arms.
My men aren't here to protect me, but to enable me to keep order when needed. And today, I got the feeling that order is just what's needed. Or do you disagree, sir?
Weigh your words, sir. One might take them as threats. And be assured, we're very well prepared today for anyone who might threaten us.
Threat? A warning, more like. A friendly warning from the Royal Mint Master. Lord Ruthard, I'm offering you one last chance to surrender your mining rights to me. If we agree, neither you nor your family will have anything to fear. If not, The king will hear of the serpent you nurse in your bosom. And this time, you'll lose not only your fortress, but also your honor and status.
Enough! Do you think you can insult me in my own home? Do you imagine you could do as you please just because you have Sigismund's favor? That can easily change when the king learns of the serpent you are nursing in your bosom, to cite your own words, sir. Only, considering what I know, you might lose a little more than your honor. Like your head, for what it's worth.
How dare you?
Henry, kindly inform the Royal Mintmaster what is being said about him.
Kindly. Okay.
The word is you're conspiring with Buresh of Krakowitz and Foreman Fett, sir, to falsify the mining records together. In other words, you're stealing the royal silver. And what's more, taking it to a secret mint where you forge your own coin with the royal stamp. And that's a capital crime. What do you suppose Sigismund might do when he finds out his own mintmaster is robbing him? Especially when he's desperate for every last groschen.
I'd say this somewhat alters the perspective, sir. So from now on, you will leave me and my family be. Or your king will hear of your shenanigans.
Exactly. We'll see to that. Mark my words.
Are you trying to threaten the royal mintmaster again? And with nothing but common slander? You haven't learned much since the last time.
Well, we've not had much time for that. We've been fully occupied with collecting evidence. Isn't that so, Henry?
I know about your account ledgers and the ones from Buresh. The real ones, that prove how you carried out this fraud.
You've made up those books. Or do you actually have them on you?
Of course not. Do you think we're completely stupid? We've got copies here. The original books are safely stashed away out of your reach.
Exactly. And if anything happens to us, they'll see to it that King Sigismund and the town council will hear all about Herma's Trismegistos silver skimming business.
So, do you want to chance your luck, or come to an agreement?
Captain.
Sir.
This matter is an internal affair of the Crown and my office. I'll resolve it here with these gentlemen in private.
In private, then says war.
Yes, damn it. Do what I say. Wait for me by the gate.
Let us step inside. Let's give the Mintmaster the privacy he requests.
Gentlemen, I expect you'll keep this entire matter to yourselves. And I expect you'll be wanting something in return.
The executioner is far from here, so I'll be standing in for him today. God knows what kind of man you are. May God have mercy on my soul.
What? You can't just cut down the Royal Mintmaster. Wait! We got off on the wrong foot.
I'll give you the wrong foot. Right up your ass.
You're right. I underestimated you. I made a mistake.
You certainly did, sir. A big mistake.
The only question is, how much your mistake is going to cost you.
Don't do anything rash, Kunzlin. I understand you're angry, but he could come in useful.
That's true. Intelligent people can always reach an agreement that benefits everyone, and...
You're right. I'm more than angry. Swear you leave me and my family in peace, and our mining rights will remain untouched.
You have my word. I swear it.
Good. You know what awaits you otherwise. If Martin believes you can be of use to us, I'll leave it to him. I'm not in the mood for this.
Right. You said intelligent people can come to an agreement. So let's see. We need to know what Sigismund's planning.
Spy on the king? You can't ask that of me.
It doesn't sound like you want to come to an agreement.
You can't.
We can, and we will.
This is nothing compared to the punishment you're facing for what you've done. Either you agree to this, or Sigismund learns all about it. Then you'd have to run damn far to avoid the chopping block.
Henry's right, so don't even think about double-crossing us. You've a lot more to lose than we do.
And don't forget about your oath either.
I understand. All right, I'll do as you ask.
Excellent. And now get out of my house.
Of course.
I'll take my leave too, Kunslin. I've still got some affairs to deal with today. At least I can see our mint master out. I'm sure he'll be delighted to tell me many interesting things.
God go with you, Martin. I hope we'll soon meet again in more pleasant circumstances. Ha ha! Now that was a good one. The mighty mint master strode in like a lion, and then crawled out like a whipped dog. Oof. I can breathe a lot easier now we've got rid of that bastard. At any rate, Henry, I'll take those incriminating books. I'll hide them in a safe place, just in case he gets any ideas.
Good idea, sir. Here they are.
Thanks, Henry. You did a fine job, and I'll never forget your help.
Well, you can return the favor right away, sir. You promised to help me get into Malashov.
I did. And I'll keep that promise. There's a secret passage leading out of Malashov, and you could avail of it in the opposite direction.
A secret passage? That's a godsend. Von Bergov won't have an inkling.
He won't. It's well hidden. We didn't even know about it ourselves for a long time, until Rosa discovered it in the fortress one day. She can best explain to you how to find it. She should be in her room. It's up the stairs. You'll see the door on your left.
All right, I'll ask her. Thank you very much, Sir Kunslin.
Don't thank me yet. The worst of it is still ahead of you.
Very hard. They won't know what hit them. Аз имам 27. А в това? Hard, they probably won't even notice me.
Nobody will be expecting me. The passageway is an advantage that works on my side. Besides, I've got my spy coat on, which makes me hard to spot. I can deal with any locks, and if I come across anyone, I'll take him out without a sound or a trace.
Well, it looks like you know what you're doing, and that you've done it before. I'll pray for your success. It would help us in more ways than you probably realize.
What do you mean, in more ways?
Isn't it obvious? We've been sitting with our arms folded until now. And where has it got us? We look helpless, and it's difficult to find allies. But if you liberate Lord Capon, right from under von Bergov's nose, the word will spread like wildfire throughout the land, and von Bergov will look like a fool, and he'll lose a strong advantage in parleying. That would help convince some of those who are hesitant about joining us in the fight against Sigismund and the Praguers.
You're right. I hadn't thought of the other consequences. And I reckon even Jobst hasn't realised. Thanks again. As soon as I speak to Rosa, I'll head out right away. I'll get Lord Capon out of Malashov if it's the last thing I do.
You've no lack of courage, son. But you shouldn't count on that alone. Be careful. And good luck. I'll at least look at the books you brought. I'm very curious about what there is on Vavak and how he did it all.
I wish you a pleasant read. There's more than enough on him in there.
I've got a feeling you're looking for me, Henry.
Точно тебе търси.
Your father sent me.
So I can tell you how to get to our fortress. A task for the lowest lackey, wouldn't you say? Well, You don't need to answer that.
Right, yeah. That's exactly why he sent me. But how...
What are you staring at? Do you think I was born yesterday? I was listening to you from the top of the stairs. So, this passage, it leads to the cellars, but the outside entrance is hidden underground in a forest, not far from the castle. You can find the exact place if you know where and how to look.
Is it in a cave hidden behind a waterfall?
Well, no. But it would be nice. Listen, nearby Malashov is a stud farm managed by Hashtal, an old friend of Papa's. We had a wayside shrine set up at the crossroads before the stud farm.
Wayside shrine.
A wayside shrine? How do you mean?
Are you a Christian at all? Never mind. It's a big white column. You can't miss it. From the shrine, you should be able to see a group of boulders. Beyond them are the remains of an old chapel. You have to find it, and then there's a kind of... how can I describe it? A window. A gap you can look through.
If it's still standing.
I hope so too. Anyway, it should direct you towards some ruins. Go there. And now pay attention. Somewhere in those ruins is a stone cross. You have to find it and look where its top points to. If you go the way the cross is pointing, you'll find another one, and again follow the direction it's pointing in. That should lead you to a small clearing, marked by a cross in the rocks. You dig there, and you should get to the passageway.
That's complicated.
Shit, that's damn complicated.
Of course it is. That's how I designed it. After all, you don't want any old idiot to find the secret passageway to your castle.
True enough. But call me an idiot and explain it to me once more, please.
Maybe in a while. But first we have to discuss something more important. Getting into the castle is the easy part. Don't forget, you have to get out too.
You're right. Horses will be needed. For me and for Capon.
That's exactly what I was thinking. Fortunately, I know how to arrange that. Stop off at the stud farm I told you about, and ask Hashtal for horses.
Where's the catch?
No catch. On the contrary, please tell Hashtal that Papa is still paying for masses for his dead father, as agreed years ago. And even if he's not too keen, tell him we'll pay him for the horses.
You got it well figured out. Thanks. Don't know how I'd manage without you.
You've done plenty to help, and now it's our turn. Papa said something like that, didn't he? You know, you might not be aware of it, but you saved us from a mountain of trouble. Papa would never admit it, but alone, we wouldn't be able to resist the Mint Master for long. You've earned the right to the gratitude and friendship of our house for all time.
Може ли да спим във вашата къща тогава? Come with me.
Would you like to come with me? At least I'll be sure to find that place.
Would you seriously want me there? What if something were to go wrong? Wouldn't a girl like me be more of a burden to you?
Well, you wouldn't be a burden to me. Quite the opposite. I've already seen you know how to take care of yourself.
Thank you. But I can't go nevertheless. Papa would jump out of his skin if he even heard of such a thing. That's why I would like to ask you for one favor, but you mustn't breathe a word of it to anyone. Understand?
Добре. Okay. I'm a decent Christian.
I'm listening.
I wanted to ask you, since you're going to be at Malashov, if you could bring me something from there.
And what might that be?
A book. It has great value to me, and I was starting to worry it would stay there forever. But if you're going there now...
And what book is this that's so important?
It's hard to explain to someone uninitiated in the mysteries of writing.
What do you mean, uninitiated? I happen to know how to read.
Really? Mea culpa. You are full of surprises. So if you do find the book, you'll be able to read it.
Well, yeah. That's the way it goes with books.
In that case, I'm not going to make it easy for you. If you'd like to know why it's so important to me, you'll have to find it first.
Damn.
Fear not, my lady. I'll gladly tear the entire fortress apart to find that book for you.
Restraint, valiant knight. I value your determination, but this way would give yourself away immediately, and I'd remain without my book. Find it nice and quietly, then come back.
Your wish is my command.
It shouldn't be hard. The book is bound in scarlet leather and inlaid with gold. You won't find many like such there. And take this, so you don't get lost in the fortress.
Thank you.
It is quite possible you won't get back to Malashov again. So don't forget about me. And Henry, be careful.
Damn, Роса! Ще те укоса. Утничи. Бати лудото. Да имаме, пием един шнапс. О.
Ah, what's that? That bastard really stole a lot. Praise God that
I'm at your service, sir.
I'll let Rosa.
Беше много приятно да се видим отново, машинки. Надявам се да ви е било приятно. Ако да, може да дадете по един палец, ако искате. Ако не, ударете по един палец надолу. И всичко е точно. Май се доспа и ще спираме от тук. Следващия епизод на Kingdom ще продължаваме с... как да го наречем... спасяването на Чичати Капон и откриването на великата златна книга на нашата любима Роса. И музиката е доста доволна за речите ми. Само да бяха така добри, обаче не са. О, добре. Толкова от мене и да видим следващия път. Аре, баци! Благодаря. Много добро. Не бех играл давно. Но ми хареса. Аре, баци! Още ли съм тук?